And then he's asked, what do you think can be done to avoid this development of a tyranny of Satan, which he calls a tyranny of Satan? He says, we cannot allow through the boogeyman of a pandemic created by a committee nations to be prostrated by an induced economic and social crisis, nor that the population be subject to the limitations of liberty and violation of the law and common sense itself. If we are able to stand firm and not retreat before these general tests of dictatorship, the deep state will withdraw, awaiting a more propitious times, and we will have time to avert the establishment of tyranny. But if we let things go, says Viganò, we will make this infernal plan irreversible. He says, let us not forget, as Catholics, we Catholics have a very great responsibility, both towards our pastors as well as towards those who govern us. Our obedience can and must cease in the moment in which we are asked to obey sinful laws or laws contrary to the unchanging magisterium of the church. Pause. Notice that Viganò didn't say living magisterium, like it's always growing and evolving. No, the unchanging magisterium of the church. Viganò closes up and says, if our opposition is firm and courageous, like the time of the martyrs, we will have done our part to obtain from heaven those graces which can change the lot of humanity and delay the persecution of the end times. Let us pray, therefore, says Viganò. Let us pray with faith to the most holy Virgin, Queen of victories and help of Christians, that she may be our general in this epochal battle. May the glorious Archangel Michael be at her side, he who casts into hell Satan and the other evil spirits, qui ad perditionem animorum purgavantur in mundo. Archbishop Carlo Maria Viganò, on the second Sunday in Quadragesima Lent. Now, the insight here, and we'll close with this, is that the devil is not equal and is not opposite God. If you say, what's the opposite of God? The answer is not Satan. God and Satan are not parallel. God is infinitely up here and Satan's way down here. He's a creature. God made him. So evil is always, as Thomas Aquinas would say, evil is a privation. It's deprived. It's taking something away. Evil is always a parasite living on something good. If you were the devil and you wanted to disseminate heresy, immorality, false worship, destruction, chaos, political slavery, economic poverty throughout the world, you would have to find the largest, most trusted, most influential institution on planet Earth, and you would have to carefully, not in an obvious way, but in a subtle way, you would have to infiltrate that organism, that host, and embed yourself into it and begin to work up into the central nervous system. If you were Satan, that's what you would want to do. And in the permanent instruction of Alta Vendita, written by Italian Freemasons in the early 1800s, they explained in detail that exact plan they were going to execute. You can read the entire thing. It's not very long. It's in the appendix of my book, Infiltration. You can see exactly what they planned to do in the 1800s. And as you read it, you will begin to think in your mind, how can this be? This document from the first half of the 1800s is describing what we are living in now. How can this be? And it can be because the enemies of Jesus Christ set forth that slow, careful, subtle, gradual plan to infiltrate the organism and spread its disease. That's how deep church works. Thank you, Archbishop Viganò. Hey, this is Taylor Marshall. Thanks for watching this outtake from the Viganò on the Deep Church. Please subscribe to get future videos, hit the bell, and make sure notifications are on. God bless.